Hello, Potato, and welcome to Weekend Magic for August the 12th, 2023. So the march towards Halloween does continue. Spirit Halloween stores continue to pop up all around me. As of last week, there was just one that was there was one that was like 50 miles away, and then there were others that were even farther than that. But I guess over the weekend last week and the beginning of this week, some closer stores have opened. Only one that's close enough that I've been willing to go to it so far. And yeah, it was not great. It's a very, very small location in an old mattress store. It seems like a very weird choice for a spirit store. I don't think I've ever been into a spirit store this small. It's so small, they only had like one display of animatronics up, which had, I think, 4 in it. Had like twirling clown, it had like a snake lady, a scarecrow, and I don't remember what's on the fourth side was empty. The fourth side didn't have anything put in it yet. And yeah, it wasn't great. I'm really looking forward to the other stores in the area. There's like 5 or 6 more around me now. They've announced new ones that weren't even on the list last week. And indeed, we've seen other storefronts with spirit signs on them that aren't on the list still. So there will be plenty of opportunities to find things. But yeah, this is going to be another Haunted Mansion video. And I expect we'll be doing a lot of Haunted Mansion. Don't worry if you don't like Haunted Mansion. There will be at least one pin video in there each month because of the Disney decades. And I feel like this month is going to be another pin-only month. My wife was not impressed with the backpack, and they haven't, or at least as of this recording, I haven't seen previews of the rest of the collection yet. But I don't have high hopes. This has not been a great series, and I'm glad that I don't feel the need to be completionist on anything other than the pins. But yeah, I feel like this is not going to be a month that we buy more really than the pins, and that's fine because we've been collecting other pins too. There's stuff for a pin video. Of course, the big thing this week was that it is the birthday of the Haunted Mansion. I think it's 54 this year, and to commemorate that, at Disneyland, they did release at Trader Sam's the annual Haunted Mansion Tiki mug. It was a new Hatbox Ghost one this year. I guess the original one had Hatbox's head in the Hatbox, and this year has Hatbox's head on his shoulder. And apparently it was a humongous line. Sadly, I was not a part of that line. Sadly, I do not have one. Sadly, I am not going to be spending $155 to buy one off of eBay. So I will just have to live my life not having that item. Which doesn't mean I don't have any Haunted Mansion items for myself this week. Or indeed even any with the Hatbox Ghost. It's a small thing, but I'm not going to bother moving the camera because it's just the one small thing. This is going to be a fairly short video for a Weekend Magic, which is probably a great relief to people who actually force themselves to sit through the whole thing, which is I think mostly just my wife. So my thing, and this actually was quite hard to get. Actually, it got here quite fast. It's a D23 item. It came out, I think, about 3 weeks ago. I think it came out the same week the Haunted Mansion movie came out, or like the Friday before maybe. And that is this. The D23 Haunted Mansion movie pin, limited edition of 1,000. It came out at the same time. I think there was like a Lindsay Lohan Freaky Friday pin that came out. I think a Roger Rabbit pin. It may have been the Lindsay Lohan Parent Trap pin. I know they did pins for both. I don't know which one came out at the same time as this. I think it may have actually been the Parent Trap one. But yeah, this was actually really hard to get. I frankly thought we weren't going to be able to because it sold out like that. But I eventually, it popped back up as being add to cart, which I did. And then it kept saying when you tried to check out, you're not the only one with good taste, which, I frankly hate that. But, I just kept clicking checkout, just kept clicking checkout, and it finally went through. And even then, I'm like, well, did it glitch? I've had that happen before where I've gotten the checkout, I've even gotten the confirmation email, and then they just kind of silently cancel the item on me and never say anything. And if I eventually ask customer service or guest relations, where's my stuff? They say, well, you didn't order any stuff. Like, oh, well, here's this order number. Oh, no, that's not coming. You're never getting that. Sorry. Tough luck. enjoy eBay, which of course I don't do. But yeah, we got the confirmation email and we got the shipping notice, and then it actually did arrive earlier this week, which again for a D23 pin is really fast. Like they take like months usually to show up. This one showed up within like 3 weeks. And it does feature the film version of the Hatbox Ghost standing over Gracie Manor, and it's actually quite nice. We thought at first maybe it glowed, but it turns out really just the chest here on the pin is a little blacklight reactive, which I won't be able to like really show off because it's too bright in here, but you can kind of see a little bit that, it does seem to fluoresce a little bit there, but not much, and it does not glow. It doesn't charge up. So it's just like a little blacklight reactive, but it's not a blacklight pin. But it is a double pin back. The card actually came through quite nice. It didn't get damaged in mailing at all, despite being just shipped in an envelope. It's got a lovely little like etching of the front of the mansion there, and a nice rendition of the film's version of the Hatbox Ghost. And it's actually quite nice. I mean, there wasn't a ton of movie merchandise, and even less that interested me, but I really did like this pin. I'm glad we got it. And yeah, limited edition 1000, so yeah, it was a hard one to get. So naturally, when I saw that the Spirit store near me had opened, or one of the Spirit stores near me had opened, I rushed right there after work that day, had my 20% off coupon in hand, and aside from being just disappointed at how tiny and cramped is, I carry like a large bag with me, just as kind of like my everyday carry, and I had trouble maneuvering around the store between my large self and my large bag. I feel like they're going to spend a lot of time picking stuff up in that store because I feel like a lot of people are less careful and less considerate of the messes they make in stores than I am. But we're some nice stuff this year. Some cute stuff, some nice Beetlejuice stuff. A lot of Hocus Pocus stuff. I'm not super into Hocus Pocus, but some nice stuff. Haunted Mansion, that was a little disappointing. Largely that most of what they had looked like it was left over from last year. They had the journal with the Haunted Mansion crest on the front, which I haven't showed in a video last year. They had like one of this fella. Obviously, I don't need to buy another one of him. They had like that table spinner of Madame Leota. They had blankets. Yeah, they didn't have the other library bust. I don't know if they like sold out already, or if they just didn't get it yet. I don't know what the story there is. But yeah, a lot of the new stuff, they did in the snow globe. They did have the Killer Clown from Outer Space popcorn gun and cotton candy gun, which are really, really tempting, but I don't know what I would do with them to justify buying them. And I frankly buy enough stuff I can't justify already. But I did leave unsatisfied. And we actually went back last night because I thought maybe, end of the week, maybe they've restocked. No, at least not with Haunted Mansion stuff. They had some new stuff in the store, but not Haunted Mansion. In fact, they still had like the same one of this fella here. Still, I assume it's the same one. They had one of him still sitting on the shelf in the same spot he was sitting on Monday. And yeah, just a disappointment all around on that part. Well, at least for me. Now, just because I didn't find anything doesn't mean my wife didn't. We did both, of course, have the 20% off of one item coupon, and she happened to find a couple of items. So I bought one and she bought one. I bought for her socks. Is she going to wear these? I don't know. I mean, she does have some Doctor Who socks she wears, so she might. But it was a 2-pack of crew socks. Shoe sizes 6 to 10. I don't know if that's men's or women, but that'll certainly fit her. Definitely won't fit me either way. They were $12.99. And again, they're 20% off because they have that coupon, which I think that particular coupon expires on Sunday. So I'm going to keep an eye to see if maybe any of the other local stores open this weekend, and maybe go and try to see if I can't find the other library bust. That is kind of like my big thing that I'm looking for. That is like my white whale for this spooky season, is the other library bust. I mean, because I know I'm not going to get like the tiki mug and stuff, and that's just that those are gone already. It's just not going to happen. But yeah, I think the big thing I really would like to find this season is the other library bust, because this, I really do. I mean, still, a year later, I still just love this thing. I love the sculpt on it. I kind of like the look of it. I mean, yeah, it doesn't look like real stone or anything, but I mean, I'm still impressed with this. A year, this thing's been sitting on the table for, I think almost 52 weeks. I think it even sat there through Christmas, because I think I put like a little Santa hat on it or something. It's been on here for like the whole year almost. And I still love it, and I really do want the female version as well. But we didn't get that though. We have socks. We got socks. Let's look at the socks. The 2 pairs here. Got some Madame Leota Haunted Mansion logo. A key, looks like a snake, the blackbird. An eye that's kind of very reminiscent of the eye on the center of that Madame Leota table spinner thing. And then we have these sparkly black and purple Haunted Mansion, much plainer. They do have Madame Leota on them again though. But definitely not as like decorated as the white and purple ones, but much sparklier, which I suppose counts for something. Again, even if they had them in my size, I probably wouldn't get them because I'm very much a white socks person. So I don't, even if they had these in my size, I don't see myself ever wearing them. But yeah, my wife might wear them. And she actually found another thing. This was the thing that she picked out initially, and it's a pretty nice thing. I don't remember it being there last year. So this may be, honestly, I don't remember the socks either last year. So these may both be new items this year, and that is this Haunted Mansion platter. Let's see if we can stand that up. So I have to hold it and keep moving it like I did the pin. There we go. Yeah, this little Haunted Mansion platter kind of goes along with that Shop Disney Leota tray we got last year. I mean, this is obviously bigger, but I think you could probably do something with them together, and there may even be other platters and trays and stuff coming out. We do still have 2 full months, well, 2.5 months before Halloween right now, so not that Haunted Mansion should be limited to Halloween. You should keep the Haunted Mansion with you all year long. But this is a lovely like rendition of, we have the hearse, we have Leota's tombstone, which is actually almost legible. Dear sweet Leota, beloved by all, in something beyond now, but having a ball. In regions beyond now, but having a ball. You'd think I would know, but I don't think we have this tombstone in California. So I think it's more of a Florida tombstone. Although I do think I actually have a foam version of that tombstone. But then we have a cat. We have a Memento Mori tombstone. That's the only couple. Actually, these, when we went last night, they didn't have these anymore. So I think these sold out. I think these are probably a new thing. And yeah, we're not the only ones looking for Haunted Mansion stuff. But interesting on the back. I mean, it's only vaguely interesting. Just this little crisscross here at the bottom, I guess, just to give it a little extra support. I don't think I've seen that on a plate like this before, but I'm guessing it's to like just give some extra support so it distributes the weight on your table more. I guess if you're putting something heavyish on it, it won't put as much pressure in the center and maybe cause it to crack as easily. And this was $16.99, and again, 20% off coupon. I definitely keep an eye on those if you're going to buy stuff at Spirit. They're a little overpriced in general, but I think they have those coupons fairly consistent throughout the season. I mean, you have to be willing to like go into a store and just buy one item and then leave and come back another time. But if there's just a couple things you're looking for, like for me, I'm looking for the library bust. I'm looking for the snow globe probably. And that's honestly for me probably about it from them. There's a lot of stuff they have this year looks like it's the same stuff as last year, and I kind of got a lot. Maybe if I find one of the stretching room candle holders. I did kind of regret not picking one of those up last year. So if I see one this year, I might pick one of those up too. But yeah, not a ton of stuff from them I'm looking for. Frankly, I mean, I don't. Shop Disney comes up with enough Haunted Mansions if I don't really need a lot of other places. I think my wife found that Box Lunch has a like a ballroom pin, so we have to look for that too. But just for the pin collection. But that's all we have this week. Next week, hopefully we'll do Haunted Mansion again, and I'll have his partner join us here on the table somewhere. But other than that, Yeah, I have no idea what next week will look like. I thought this would be a short video, and I think I'm getting to the point where it's certainly shorter than normal, but it's not short by any sort of like rational, reasonable definition of the word. So let's end it here. Just 3 Haunted Mansion goodies this week. As Haunted Mansion season continues full steam ahead, there is more stuff on the way. There is more stuff I want to find. We do want to get all 1,000 happy haunts. So if you're collecting Haunted Mansion stuff, let me know what stuff are you excited for this year? What have you seen that is coming out or that is already out that you are after? Did you get one of those tiki mugs? Let me know. I'll be jealous of you. I'm already jealous of people I've seen like posting it online that they found them, or not found them, that they got them. They weren't hidden. They were in a specific place. You just had to go to line up in what looked like a very long line. I guess under some reasonably hot weather, because I mean, you know, Southern California in August. But have you been looking for more Haunted Mansion stuff this year? What have you found? What are your favorite things? What are you looking for that you haven't found yet? We can maybe commiserate together. But I do thank you for watching this. I hope you found it all interesting or entertaining. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.